Hey guys, Chet here from Living Life, and right now I am at Aruwai. So, Aruwai Resort, that is, for 3 days. We're doing a 3 day program, three separate programs, that is, with the staff here, training program. And this morning, I left home like around 4:30 this morning. Left home to start the journey to get to Bartica and then to Aruwai. Left home, got a taxi, got over to the office, then left the office, got over the bridge, um, just to get to the speedboat area in Puerto. Took a speedboat and come down to Bartica, and then I saw really new, um, this new stelling that we have there now in Bartica. Well done. I love the design of it, and I think it looks like it has a lot more work to be done on it. But at least we have a proper looking concrete stelling there. And then we got a taxi and got over to the landing across from Aruwai Resort. Got the boat, which was an amazing ride, as you know, to get over to Aruwai Resort, where the team will come over. As you know, that when you come by the landing, you can just call over to the resort and they'll send a boat over for you. And that's what we did. That's what I did, and got over to Aruwai. Great service so far. Staff always courteous, of course, and friendly. And got onto the resort, started our work for the day, and had lunch. Amazing lunch. Had fried rice. Had strip chicken fried rice, that is, and some great snacks throughout the day. I'm now heading down to dinner, and I thought that, you know what, I need to do the intro for at least for this video, at least, because I didn't do any intro this morning. I was so tired coming back from Mexico yesterday, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do some short clips, and then I'm going to do the intro video, which I'm doing now later on in the day, and then we'll do dinner. So yeah, I was able to get into the room like around 5 o'clock this afternoon, after we close off our program for today. And I took a couple minutes just to lie down and relax for a little bit. It is now 7 o'clock. I took a shower and heading down now to get something to eat for dinner, and I would love to take you guys along with me. So let's go. I'm gonna, of course, put on the chest mount of my Insta360 Go Ultra. You guys already know how this works, so let me take you guys with me as we go downstairs. Quick room tour here, actually. So if you never came to Aruwai before, quick room tour. As soon as you come in, you have this is one of the supreme rooms. You have your tea area here. You have this wonderful closet here with this big mirror, and then of course right across here you have the bathroom, sink, bathroom, toilet, of course, and then a beautiful comfortable bed here. All right, nice desk, TV, a nice desk to get some work done, big air conditioned unit, and then of course a balcony on the outside. Yeah, balcony here. I'm gonna do some nice time lapse shots there for you. So yeah, that's about it there. So let me head down now to get something to eat. Hey, good morning, guys. First morning, waking up here at Aruwai Resort, and I know last night I was supposed to take you guys for dinner, but I did go downstairs and went to the kitchen, to the restaurant, and I just collected my food and come back to the room and had my dinner in the room. Well, some of it. But yeah, after traveling so early yesterday morning, I was really tired. And come back to the room, just check my emails and stuff like that, and then went straight to bed, not put phone until this morning. It is now about 7 o'clock here, and I want to show you guys the view from my room where I'm staying, and then I'm going to head down for breakfast because I didn't eat much last night, so I feel really hungry now. So yeah, let's do that, guys. Let me show you outside. Let me show you the view, and then we'll head downstairs to get breakfast. So this is the view from my room, guys. You have the Mazaruni prison is right across there. See if I can zoom in on it. Right between those trees there, you see a little building there. It looks low from here, but that's the Mazaruni prison. I want to believe that this river here on this one side here is Cayuni, and that's Mazaruni River there. And then of course you have the Escobar River. We're at a unique spot here where basically all three rivers meet up within this area here. So yeah, so that's a good thing to note about the location, right? Beautiful landscape here, beautiful garden area, well maintained garden area, right? It's just a very peaceful resort to wake up at, right? Alright, guys, so let's take a morning walk around of Aruwai. So you have the you have the bar here, right across here we have the bar, you have the pool, you have the boat, the dock around this area here. Show you what this area here is. A chapel. This is where we do the training and functions, whatever you want to do there. And then you have the gift shop right across here. Have the boat just come across. Alright. And right where that tree is there, I'm going to do a drone shot later, but right where that tree is across there is where a white tree, yeah, you can't see it, tree is there. Right across there is the pathway to go to Barcara Falls. So kiddie pool is currently they're currently doing some maintenance on the kiddie pool. It'll be up and running very soon. And of course you have lots of space where you can come and sit and relax and, you know, enjoy yourself there. You also have the games room. The games room is here. Play some pools. dominoes, cards, whatever you want to do here in the games room. Hi, good morning. Hey guys, so just come back from breakfast. Had some fruits, had some tea, Lipton tea, no sugar, no milk, just normal, and had pancake and eggs with sausage. Very good. Enjoyed that. It was I was sitting in the restaurant also. It was very comfortable, air conditioned, really good set in there. Had a great conversation with some folks that are staying here that I know from Guyana and outside of Guyana, and it was nice to get their feedback from them as it relates to the hotel, the resort, and what their thoughts are in terms of improvement, so I can relay that over to the owner. Now, yeah, time now. Come back to the room just to grab my bag and get ready for work today. Yeah, let's go, guys. I'm just gonna walk another pathway. I'm just gonna use another pathway to get to the room. See if I can walk here. Yes, I can. Morning. Hello. Morning. Good. Yes. Had a good sleep.
I want to hear receive. And then I want to hear step. Good. So let's go to you.
Okay, so we just finished first session on the second day. First session on the second program for the first day. For the second day, heading over for lunch now. I think we're getting up today, so let's go and see what that looks like. Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, good morning, guys. So I just got up. It's the second morning. Yeah, second morning that I'm waking up at Aruwai. Third day. Second morning waking up here, and I got up this morning and I was thinking that being here for 2 days now, I miss 2 afternoons of walking at home. I'm trying to lose some weight, so I've been walking every afternoon for about a month and something now, for the new year, that is. For just about 3 weeks, I should say. And I woke up this morning and I miss it. I miss the walk. So I said, you know what? I'm on the island here. It's early in the morning. I have some time before we start classes, our final day today. And then we leave tomorrow morning. So I want to go take a walk around the island just because I feel the need to walk. So I'm thinking about 30 to 40 minutes. It's gonna be fine. Maybe an hour. It's now something past 6. And I would like to take you guys along with me. So let's go. Firstly though, I want to show you guys this view. I promised that I was going to show that since a couple days back, but I want to show you guys now. So let me take you outside and give you a shot of this magnificent view from the room here. just a great, yeah, just a great view there. To actually, you can actually go out on the balcony there and enjoy. Yeah, you can just go out on the balcony there and enjoy that calmness of the water, the waves coming in. You can hear the wave, and we're gonna hear it even more just now when we go outside. You're hearing the waves just rocking, hitting on the bank of the island there, on the side of the island. So it's just something peaceful and calming when you're here at Aruwai that you should enjoy. Alright, so let me put you guys on my chest out here. Good. Like I said in the first couple of videos, they're currently renovating the pool. Well, the kiddies pool is currently being renovated. Not anyone staying here right now. Just had a day tour and a couple of persons that were here, hoping for us to go across to the falls today, which is right across there. Right across there, there's a trail there, and we can head over to the falls. I'm hoping, providing that we get some time and we can finish the training early. Well, not early, but finish with enough time to do a walk over to the falls. I did that many times, but just to capture the entire trail on video, that would be something nice to do. Coming on the side of the island here is you have, show you that now. So you have the prison is right across there. The Mazaruni prison, that is right across there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you guys an idea of how much steps you can make while you're on the island. So I'm currently at 172 steps on my watch, and we start from this point, and then we'll go all the way around and come back to this point. So let's go. Mind you, I'm going to try to do the longest path around the island, the longest as possible that I could find. Okay, and you gotta love the idea of sitting down on these benches here and looking out at the wave coming in. And without me speaking, you can just listen to how quiet and how peaceful this resort is. You can hear the water coming in, you can hear the birds chirping. It's amazing. You have another sitting area down at the back here. And like I said, you're going to see a lot of construction equipment all over because the island is currently doing some maintenance work, getting ready for Valentine, which they have a Valentine package coming up. And as soon as I get that information, I'll try to post it up on my page also. So as you come down here now, you got to be very careful here, because when the water is up, it comes all the way down here. So you have a step down here. Of course, I'm doing it. I'm not using the right pathway. I just want to get down to the beach. So what you're hearing there in the background is one out of 2 generators that power this island. Sun is pretty sticky right now. Have some trampolines here. Doesn't look like the jet skis are working. It looks like they need some maintenance work there. And then we're heading across to the tree-covered part of the island. So have a nice boat here. Have kind of like an outdoor area here. All right. And this is all the way to the other side of the island now, where the tree cover part is. I'm actually going to try to do a drone shot today so you guys can get a better idea of where I am walking right now, where I am right now. So hopefully I get some time to do all of that. You know, once we get going with training. I know this looks like where they deal with the garbage and stuff like that, disposal of garbage. Yep. Yeah, hopefully I could get to do a drone shot today. I did drone shots here many times, but if I can get an updated one, that'll be nice for the channel. And also, I could share with the management team for them to use in their promotional videos, etc. You know, I do that for free. It's part of my own way through tourism authority to get to come to these wonderful places. I do that as my way, my little way of giving back to the industry. So if there's a location that I visit or a place that I go to and I have some nice photos, I always try to share them, tag the locations, and if they request them, I send them for free. I don't charge for that. So I mean, I didn't incur any cost to get to that location, so why should I exploit the businesses? Well, if you look there, wow, sunrise. Got a beautiful sunrise coming over from the trees there.
We're currently at 773 steps. Nice. Gotta take away 172 from that. So that's just about 601 so far. We have this little conveyor belt being used here as a pathway so you don't stick down in the sand. Now this back area here is an area that you can request whenever you're coming with your family to have a outdoor picnic, barbecue style setup. And you also have what they call the back bar. There's a bar at the back here. And of course we can hear the generator louder here because this is the back section of the island. This area here, I want to believe on the right hand side here is the well. I'm not sure. I do believe. Yeah, that's where the water treatment plant is, and the well that supplies the island with water. And then of course staff quarters down at the back there. And we come back to the front of the resort. On my left here is the chapel and the gym upstairs. Also you have gift shop on this one side, the right here. Lots of seating area again, the bar. And this resort also have a pool bar, which is a swim-up bar right there at the bottom. Alright, you have a swim-up bar. Alright, you just swim up and you can get something to drink from there. Wow, getting a beautiful sunrise there. This is coming across from the, so let me just walk onto this floating dock area here so that we can get some nice shots here with the sun rising up. Kind of slippery. Yeah, get that. Get some nice shot there. One more there. Bam. Get like a leading line shot. Yeah, using the rails to get a leading line. Oh, that's nice. Perfect. Great. So I think this front part here of the island where the sign is, where the Aruwai sign is actually your best view, in my opinion, your best view to see the sunrise. So if you're staying in one of the front rooms that are facing the, well, in one of the rooms that are facing the pool side, you will get the advantage of seeing the sunrise. And if you're staying in the other rooms at the top facing the riverside, you're gonna get to see the river, and also you're gonna get to see more of the sunset, I believe. All right, so just about any room that you're staying in, you're gonna get a wonderful view here. Resort also has this little balcony area here that overlooks the Yeah, it overlooks the pool and yeah, and the entire property basically. As you can see, guys, the pool is extremely clear, clean. You can see just about anything at the bottom there, right? How clear it is. Just zooming on that for you guys, so you can tell that it's well maintained. Right, you can tell that it's well maintained and it's clean. So when you come, you get to have a swim, don't worry about that. Of course, Kitty's pool is under maintenance right now, getting ready for the new year. Lots of families come to this resort, and we're back at the games room. Right back where we started. Let me go back to the exact point so that I could check how many steps we took. Exactly where we started. And we are currently at, how many steps are we at? Good, so we're currently at 11. We're currently at 1,142 steps. 1,142 minus 172. So that's 970 steps. 970 steps to take a full walk around the island. Not bad. Not bad for a quick morning walk. So if you do this 2 times, you're talking about over 2,000 steps. Depending on which path you use, and if you go down all the way to the beach and walk, you're definitely gonna hit 2,000 steps twice around the island. And look at what you're seeing as you're walking around the island. You're getting a beautiful sunrise. You know, it's amazing what you're getting as you're walking around. So you're getting the birds in your ears, you're getting the water rushing onto the island, the sound of the water coming over the island. Yeah, not bad for a morning walk. So right across here is where the landing is, opposite the resort. So if you're coming by land, you can actually take the car and come all the way here to this point from Bartica, and then they have a shuttle boat that normally brings you across. The boat is already over there to bring over staff to start their day. And yeah, and then this section here, right here, like I was telling you earlier, is where you have right where this white tree is here. There's a pathway there that leads you to Barcara Falls. Again, I'm hoping to go there today. Let's see how the day goes. Most importantly, we need to get the work done. Today is a very important day in that training, where we're going to be dealing, well, Ms. King is going to be looking at, first day we did customer service, which is something that I led on our delivering quality service program. We did a customer service version of that. And second day was business ethics and professional presence, which was done by Ms. King. And for the last day, we're going to be doing dining and serving ethics, right? So full-fledged dining setup, having the staff sit down and enjoy a meal together the right way, using knife and fork, how they should sit if something goes wrong, what you should do, etc., etc., how you should serve, from which side, where your glass should be, etc. All of that is going to happen today. So I'm going to try to get some clips of that today because that's more of a practical session. We had exercises throughout the course, the 3-day course, but it is important for us to well, I didn't want to show that because it's staff and all of that, but today I'll definitely need to take some photos and so on so we can post on our social media pages at the GTA to show the work that we're doing. This is actually the first program that I'm leading, taking the lead on this year. We have already started training in Georgetown and Barbies. First one was actually in Region 5 and Region 6 and then Region 4, and now we're here in Region 7. So after this is going to get really busy. Our calendar is booked up completely. Our calendar for training is booked up completely, and it's strange when we start the year. I tend to think about when we're starting the year, if we're actually going to get our numbers right, and for some reason or the other, our numbers just come forward, right? I can remember in 2019 when I joined the GTA, it was hard for me to think about how we're gonna train 450 people, right? Where we're gonna find 450 persons for a training program, right? That was the thing I was worried about when I started off. I said, what? Wow, 450 people? That's a lot of people we gotta train. Where are we gonna find them from? So, with the right guidance of the GTA, I was pointed in the right direction, and with the can-do attitude that I came with, we were able to train 450. I can't remember the exact numbers. I think it was 500 or something. So we went over our target, and then we just kept targets just keep coming, and we just keep achieving them until last year. Our target was 2,750 people, and we were able to do 3,033. This year our target is 2,800, only because the target was set a lot before we achieved the last bit in 2025. We didn't expect the 3,000. We had a big training just at the end that pushed us over to that amount, and yeah, we were able to get 3,033 at closing off last year. So now we're looking at 2,800 this year, which I'm sure we're gonna surpass, and hopefully we can revise the target from 28 to maybe 3,000 this year, just because we achieved over 3,000 last year. Anyway, but the good thing that came out of all of this is that in 2019, 2020, and so on, well, 2019, 2020 mainly, we were in the role of where we have to go out and seek for persons to come for training. And during that time, because of COVID, before COVID that is, there was a cost attached to training, where establishments would have to pay to get their staff trained. Not a big cost, mind you, very small cost, but still there was a cost there. And after COVID and changes and policies were revamped and so on, it came on to zero charges to the participants, right? Every now and again we do collaborations with establishments, like for example Aruwai. This is a collaboration, so it's specifically for their staff and to deal with issues that they have here at the establishment, one-on-one, dealings with training for their staff. So they handle some of the costs and we deal with some of it, so it's a partnership. And this is something that we do with the businesses that are actively getting their license done. This is something that the GTA does. So as long as you're actively in the process, they will definitely reach out to help in any way that they can. Not that we don't help everyone in the industry, but of course, being actively licensed and being a licensed business, you get those special requests can come in. Anyway, so this year, so from 2020 going forward, we had a change in the way we do trainings. The trainings came free to the participants and to the businesses mostly, and 90%, 95% of it is free to the establishments now. And we found that the numbers are coming into us, as in requests are coming into us without us having to reach out. We send out a flyer and a class is full, 25-30 persons coming right away. So they want to be trained, they want to build their skills, they want to improve themselves. So we have seen that in the industry. We've seen that change in the industry, and that's commendable by Guyanese and also non-Guyanese that are here. Persons that are working in the industry and persons who are not working in the industry but are trying to get into the tourism industry, all come out for the trainings. So it's just a really wonderful job to have, right? Wow, getting some morning blessing here, guys. Yes, right underneath this little mango tree here. Standing here and looking across to the prison, right? Every time I come here, the thought comes to my mind that has to be one of the worst parts of being in prison, right? Hold on, guys. Just keep in mind that your Insta360 Go Ultra is not waterproof. At least the pod is not waterproof, but the action pod is not waterproof, but the device itself, the camera itself, is waterproof. So like I was saying, every time I come to Aruwai and I look across at the prison, the thought comes to my mind that has to be the greatest or the worst part of being in prison, having to stand at the prison and watch across to a place like Aruwai, because you're in prison because of whatever happened, whatever you did, whatever mistakes you made, and having to watch across to a place that can be described as paradise, freedom. That has to be the worst part of it. For me, I think that would be the worst part. I'm not sure how the guys or women, whoever is there, are coping with that part, or if that ever occurred to them. But that would be, if I was in that position, that would be the thing that would be on my mind the most, right? That would be like the greatest punishment for me, to have to be in a place that I cannot leave, and or have to wait until I can leave. Or that would be if I'm not sure how that works. If you can actually leave Mazruni. If anybody knows that, you can, drop it in the comment, as in serve your time and leave. But because from what I know and understand, I think this for the persons who have, well, I guess for longer sentences. Anyway, for the persons with the longer sentences, that should be the best motivation for you to look across and see a place like Aruwai that you can come to, and come to after you would have left. You would have been released from prison. That should be the greatest motivation for you. Hi, morning. Staff are now coming in to work. Get ready for the day. That's sunrise, guys. Beautiful. A comment. A beautiful little fountain here. All right. Time to head back to the room and head back to the room. And get ready for training, or get ready for breakfast first. It should be at 7:30 or 8, and then just have enough time for time to set up for our training today.
Wow. Great walk there, guys. Had a great walk. Back in the room now. I am at 16, 19. 16, 19, and it's not even 7 o'clock yet, right? Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So my goal is to get up to at least 6,000 steps per day. For the longest while, I've been stuck at around 3,500, 4,000 per day. So I'm trying to get to 6,000 steps per day, right? Within the office, but in order to do that, when I'm at the office, I need to be at least 2,000 before I leave the office. In the afternoon, walking around at home, I could quickly get up to about 3,000 steps walking around the village. And so the goal is 6,000 now, and then hopefully we can raise that to 10,000 at some point or the other. Last year, I started the year with 250 pounds, 249, 1 pound short, 250 pounds. I was able to bring that down to 232 by the end of last year, which I started working out not working out, but started walking and exercising, doing some cardio, till in October, September time. Started doing some walking. I was able to bring that down to 232 by the end of last year. And for some reason or the other, the holidays, over the holiday period, I was able to bring that up back to 237, 238. Not something I'm proud of, but I'm trying to get that down back to, I'm trying to get all the way down to 180. That's the goal, right? That's the goal. I'm trying to get there to 180, and hopefully by the end of this year, I can get down, if I can get down to like 220, 210 for this year, I'm good with that, right? And once I can get down to about 210, I'm going to start doing some weights. Maybe 220. Once I can get down to between 220 to 230, I'm going to start doing weights. So by then, my gym room home is going to be up and running again, and then I will be back in the gym. I'm working on getting the room up and ready. Right now it's packed with things that should not be in there, so it's being used as a storeroom right now, but all the equipment that we use are in there. So yeah, I'm trying to get that back and ready for us to start working out every afternoon again, walking and so on, right there in that room. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get this, gotta get the weight down, right? For obvious reasons, right? Overweight brings all kinds of different chronic sickness, like high blood pressure, raises your cholesterol level, your blood pressure, your blood glucose level, all of these things. And paired with the walking, we've started looking greatly at the way we eat. So we're big fans now of, both of us. Amanda was never a fan of oats, but I've always been that oats person, like my oats in the morning, oats porridge and all that. However, once I get started, I used to skip a lot of days and so on, and then miss for weeks to use it. Now doing the overnight oats, I see Amanda is warming up to that very nicely. So we're going to be doing a lot more of oats overnight, whether it be, in my case, I like the shakes, so sometimes shake or overnight. And yeah, just need to be healthy, right? So if you guys are thinking about starting down that journey, all I would say to you is look at what you eat, right? And this is not coming from anybody who is any fitness guru or anything like that, but all I'm saying is that look at what you eat. try to have a big breakfast in the morning, a good lunch with reasonable protein, a good lunch with protein inside, whatever protein you use, chicken, beef, pork, whatever it is that you want to eat. Try to have a good, healthy protein, rich protein meal for lunch, and for afternoon, something light. For me, in the afternoon, I do very light stuff, biscuits and so on. Every now and again that we're traveling and I have to eat something. So, plantain and stuff like that. I see what I can find on the road, but very small portion, and lots of tea. Right? Once I'm in the office, I'm drinking tea throughout the day. Whenever I get the opportunity to get a cup of tea, I do that. I'm trying to come off of coffee for a little bit because that can also raise blood pressure. So I'm trying to come off of the coffee a little bit, unless it's decaf. And yeah, it's going great. I feel good, I feel healthier. My legs are not hurting anymore. My feet underneath used to get a lot of pain because of the weight, the additional weight. That's easing up a lot. I feel like I can be on my foot longer. And with my job, I need to be on my foot a lot longer because there's lots of traveling, walking, and standing in front of a classroom all day. So yeah, so it is much needed, right? Yeah, so if you're thinking about starting, just go for it. There's nothing you can lose, but wait, right? And that's exactly what you need to lose. But start off with small steps. I've seen persons who do big steps, whereas no sugar. I'm not going to use any sugar at all. I'm not gonna eat anything for the day. I'm gonna starve myself for the entire day, and I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna go lift weights at the gym, and I have to pay for a gym membership that is $15,000, $20,000 a month. Guys, when you do your gym membership for the first 2 months, for the first 2 months, 3 months, and you don't get the results that you want, you're gonna start gonna think, especially if you're working on a budget, you're gonna start thinking about, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm wasting money. First, you need to get into the habit, into the healthy habit. Get into the healthy habit zone. And the healthy habit zone is eating the right food, eating the right portion sizes, walking, and dedicating time towards exercising. That's a healthy habit. Those are the healthy habits. If you don't master that first, you're going to be very disappointed because you're going to be paying for a membership. And I'm not knocking any one of the gyms down. I'm just saying that there are persons who have gone past this stage and really need to be in the gym because they need heavier weights and they need they need better machines and so on. All I'm saying is that firstly, you must get into the habit of wanting to live a healthy life, which is the way you eat, the things you eat, the portion sizes, etc. And then the time you dedicate towards sleeping and getting rest, which is very important, and the time you dedicate towards working out or walking in this case. Once you can put that aside, you'll find that your 15 minutes walk is going to turn into a 30 minutes walk, and it's going to turn into a 45 minutes walk, and then it's going to be an hour. And you're going to be craving more of it, right? Once you get into that zone where you're craving that 50 minutes, that 30 minutes, that for the first couple of weeks, if you haven't been walking, 15 minutes is going to be like a very long time for you. But then you're going to find that 15 minutes is running out too quick. I haven't broken a sweat yet. I need 30 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes is not enough. I need 45 minutes. I could go another 15 minutes. That is how you build your stamina. You build your mind to longer workouts. Putting cardio in. And then is when you can look at, once you start shedding the pounds off, feeling healthy, getting that motivation, then is when you can um, start going to the gym or investing in your own little gym at home. Which for me, all I think you need is a treadmill and a little weight set and a mat to do some freehand exercises. That's it. Right? Once you have that, you're fine. So start off with a treadmill or a bike, or you can have both, and you're gonna be fine. Right? After that you do 15 minutes on your treadmill or 30 minutes on your treadmill. You do 30 minutes or 15 minutes on your bike or 15 minutes on your bike, and then you do some weights. Shoulders and arms, back and shoulder one day, legs. Yeah. And you set out your day, set out your reps, and work towards them, and you're gonna be fine. Alright? But you need to start from somewhere. Always remember that. Right? And this is the last thing I want to say on this before I close off the video and go and get ready. Is Dr. Nurse told me, he said, Chet, you didn't put on this weight. You didn't put on this weight overnight, and you're not gonna lose it overnight. I was a gym person. I used to be in the gym all the time, right? And he said to me, Chet, why don't fight it? You can't go back into the gym right away. You can, but you shouldn't. Firstly, you need to start shedding the weight by walking and slowly building your stamina up back. And I'm speaking to you like I'm the most unhealthy person there is, but I'm not. It's just that some of my results came back very high, and I need to get them done. So for one person that is working on his health to another person, you can do it. You don't have to worry about all the expensive equipment in the gym and all that. Firstly, get a full body checkup, and you can do that right at Woodlands Hospital. I can't remember the price. I think it's like between 15 to 25,000, depending on what you're going to check for. So see a doctor first, get their advice, let them do a couple of basic tests like blood pressure tests and glucose tests, and then you can go into the more detailed stuff. And you pay for that 1 year checkup, and then from there you'll know where you're starting from, so that where you need to be. All right, check your BMI, these things, and then start working towards that. Very simple. Alright guys, that's it for my little morning walk, and which went off into some me rambling with my own little advice to you, and that went so crazy off topic and on topic and onto something else. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little talk there that we had. And I don't get to do this often, so please enjoy that. And let me get ready for work now. Gotta get breakfast, that's a must. And I gotta get ready for work. It's gonna be a busy day today, and I'm hoping to take lots of photos with our team today, our class today, and all the great experiences that they're gonna have today. And hopefully get over to the falls. I'll try to get into the pool today. Let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed. And do my drone shot. I have to do that too. And then of course I'm still connected to the office. Whatever work comes in that I need to get done. My team, the team is leaving. Part of the team is leaving to go into the Rupununi for 15 days. Well, 13 days. And need to make sure that everything is in place for them to go off on that trip too. Hopefully the internet doesn't fail us today. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for starting this morning off with me.
for this wonderful experience along with Miss Deborah and Mr. Chet. It was a wonderful experience. It was an experience that I learned a lot from. I was not certain that I could have actually go through this within the few days that I was taught a lot of things. I had been short on some things within the serving field. And I'm very thankful that I learned everything, not everything, but certain things. And I'm willing to actually have this team again for a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Firstly, I would like to thank CPA and Ms. Deborah and Chet for this wonderful training that we have been through for the past 3 days. Well, I've learned about first impression, and I think that was very much interesting because that shows us who the brand. The brand is ourselves. And I would like to say thank you very much once again. And I hope that you can come again to teach us more. Because we have learned quite a lot on things that we, in the field that we don't work. Like from this and the restaurant.
Great.
Learned a lot. Thank you very much.
On my behalf, I want to say thank you to Miss Deborah and Mr. Chet for having a wonderful experience today. And the other 2 days, really enjoyed it. You know, it was really good. I enjoyed every moment of it, from the first day to the last day. You know, and I learned a lot, right? I didn't know about the front desk because I really don't deal with that, but I actually have ideas now. So it's really good for me to build in certain practice. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the customer service. Really enjoyed the plating of you know, how it is, you know, the tables and all of that. So it was a wonderful experience for me, and I appreciate it.
I want to say thank you on behalf of Aruwai Resort, front desk receptionist, and for the 3 days I have learned a lot. Communication skills is one, and I want to thank Miss Deborah King and Mr. Chet to come in here all the way from Georgetown and taking your time off to teach us. And we do need a lot of improvement, but I will assure you that in the future we will improve a lot.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Nigel, and I really appreciate you guys to come here and give us this training, right? The training actually for the front desk on all the departments, and give us step by step how to deal with certain things, how to deal with customers, how to deal with a lot of things, positive things, you know, for make myself more better, do better things. And yeah, we still have little issues, right? But I know to myself in the future, I'm gonna be better with teaching that you are give, and the everything that your knowledge is give to everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Sir,
I want to say on behalf of management, really happy to have you on board the club. And it's a pleasure taking time off from your schedule time to come here to do your training. Training is an ongoing process. You never stop learning. And I can assure you, whatever you may have taught the staff, they have put it into practice and to keep moving on. Learning is a journey that never stops learning. And I expect to see more evidence for us to be more effective with the students happen. I know it's not an easy task for you. As a facilitator, I had it in selection training. It's faith and patience. Sometimes you have to go it all over again for the benefit of students. Because they're very strict. And you want to ensure at the end of your program, every participant acknowledge your training.
Yeah.
So I personally wish to thank you on behalf of management for the fine job, even though I was not there. But I got a message that we did a fine job.
Great.
So the coordinator is the man I coordinate with to find out how things will go. And he's lying to me. You know, Anthony, he was the coordinator for this training. So he gave me good response that the training was good.
Yeah.
I must say thank you very much and may God bless both.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, guys. So it's the last couple of minutes at Aruwai Resort. I'm just getting ready. It's not even 7 o'clock yet in the morning, so I'm getting ready to leave here because I'm trying to get back to Georgetown in in 20 minutes. Right? So let's see how that goes. Let's go. Guys, I was lucky enough to get some breakfast before I leave. Some lovely bake and saltfish from Aruwai. So let's see if getting back to Georgetown is actually possible in 20 minutes. Okay, coming onto the landing here now, and take the boat across to the other side, and hopefully we can get back into Georgetown in 20 minutes. Let's see if that's possible.
All right, cool. Good morning. My name is Alvin. Beautiful weather today, Togo. Quick short briefing before we depart. Make sure everyone got their seatbelts on. I see you got it on. Just 6 of us in the aircraft with 2 emergency exits. One on my left, one on your right. With 2 passengers at the back. We'll exit that way at one landing at Togo. And we will use this exit. There's Wi-Fi on board. You could utilize the service once we're airborne. And you get communication. We should be over in 24 minutes, 25 minutes tops. All right. Thank you.
The window will be open on the ground for some air, and then I'll close it before takeoff. All right.
Okay.